Hey guys, it's Greg. In this video I would like to show you interesting area control game which is still in the development, so I had to use a tabletop simulator to play it and to test it. So just keep in mind that components are not final. There's a lot of not finished components, so remember that. But the game is very promising. The rules of the game are basically on the two A4 sheets of paper, so it's very easy to learn, I believe, but maybe it can be hard to master, as there's a lot of going on in the end. So, new game, the Ruler of the Realms. Let me show you what you can expect from this upcoming title. Alright, so as I said previously, this is a prototype. I'm using Tabletop Simulator. What I want to point out at the beginning that a lot of components are not final. We don't have artworks everywhere, so like these two are finished, but the rest of them are empty. So that's why they're empty, because they are not ready yet. Also, we don't have all the miniatures. We only have like those archers and some military guys, but other elements are just as like those tokens, like here, right? So just keep this in mind. It's not going to be the game is not going to be look like this when it's gonna be finished. So this is the Ruler of the Realms. I can say it's like a area control game, and what I love about it already is that the rules are extremely simple, and it's, I think, gonna be very easy to learn the game. So first of all, what do we have here? We have a board game, a map. And those hexes represent different locations. When we don't have any tile over here, those hexes are unexplored. And one of the winning conditions says that you have to explore whole map to gain one type of the victory. So if you want to win the game having a prosperity victory, you need to have all the map explored, for example. So what do we have here? The map, starting positions of each of the castles, because in this game you are going to build your kingdom. You will explore new tiles, you're gonna conquer your opponents, you're gonna fight, you're gonna upgrade your regent and your units, and so on and so on. So we have the map and explore tiles, starting places for your castles. So I can put my castle over here, and I also should put my regent, so like my leader, I would say, on a castle. So what do we have information on a castle? We have first of all income, so I'm gonna get 3 gold from the castle, and the defenses and an attack, the value of the attack of the castle, and the regent. So the rest of the map is unexplored. In the middle we have Aether vortex. When you control it, you can draw more tiles that are used to explore the map. Right. So here's a board of our warlord. Some extra skills. So the game is asymmetric. Each of the warlords is completely different. So this is also another very nice feature. Here are his stats and 2 extra skills. Those 2 skills can only be used once per game, so you need to be careful, and you should remember to use them in a right moment. So you have only 2 skills, and each of these skills there is also a condition, might 2 and might 3. So if you want to use one of these skills, you need to have enough might, and how much might you have, how much might you control, it depends on your situation on the map. So your own castle gives you 1 might. Your own regent also gives you 1 might. If you capture another one, you have 1 might. If you control a tribe, so it's a specific tile of the map, another one might. And some upgrades can also give you might, but it depends on the upgrade. So upgrades are the cards that you're gonna draw. So here is a warlord. Maybe I will quickly show you other regions. Here we have mage with completely different stats and different skills. Then we have schemer. Oh, that's interesting. With very cool art. And this mini is like from Tabletop Simulator, so also remember that not all elements are not all of these elements are finished. So here his skills, and last guy, the yellow one, is a tyrant. So here are the skills, and now what else you have? Not skills, but regions. Now another last element, let's say, are those cards. Those cards represent different type of units that you can deploy. So here you have warriors, archers, scouts, cavalry, siege, and subjects. And yeah, so those are most important elements. You also get some money, 3 types of dice, and 2 decks of cards. So here we have those upgrades that I told you, and here we have spells. And more or less that's it. So those are the all elements of the game. So I would like to show you that notebook in here. That as you can see, these are all the rules that are needed to play the game. So it's really not lots. It's not much. You need like 15 minutes to read it, and I think it's gonna be quite easy to play the game, especially when the rulebook gonna be finished and you're gonna have all icons explained on one page. So everything should be extremely clear. So now, how you can win this game? So basically, this is your castle. This is where your kingdom starts, and how you can win the game. So you can win the game by domination. So you have to control, that's 15 or 16, I think 16 tiles. So basically you need to discover enough land and control 16 tiles. By might, when you have 5 might, so you need to like sum up all of those elements to have 5 might. Next one is eradication, control 2 castles, so you need to destroy you need to capture castle of the opponent. And finally, this prosperity, obtain 3 prosperity tokens. And so as I said, first of all, you need to explore whole map, and then when the whole map is explored, you can buy prosperity tokens, 8 gold each. And yeah, then you would win the game. And so those are the conditions, and I mean victory goals. And now let me tell you more about those cards in here. So here you have information about units you can recruit. First of all, subject. This unit is like for controlling tiles. They're not very powerful when it comes to the fighting, but they're also very cheap, and they do not have any kind of upkeep, because obviously if you have an army, you have to pay them, and the more army you have, the more you need to pay, and those symbols represent how much you have to pay for buying the unit. So this subject costs 1 gold, the warrior costs 2 gold, and this right symbol shows how much you need to pay them of this upkeep. So subjects are for free, and warriors, like for example 1 gold, archers 1 gold, and so on, cavalry 2 gold. So those are the costs. Now in here we have some stats of each of the units. So the first symbol shows the power, let's say the power of the unit, and the shape shows what kind of dice you're gonna use. So basically you have 3 types of dice, and with subjects you're just going to roll d4, and there's a penalty of -1, so your result is -1, unfortunately. So as I said, subjects are very weak. Next thing are warriors, so again you're rolling a die, and they don't have any modifiers, so this is the result for. And next thing is this shield, so this is their shield armor. If you want to kill or let's say destroy an opponent's unit, you need to have a higher result on a dice than the number of the shield. So in here I would miss, but this one, this card would be my opponent's, I could kill this unit. And final symbol is this boot. So this is basically the speed, so how far the unit can move on the map. And each of the units also have these special skills on the bottom. And like for example, this unit can attack targets within range 1, so like next adjacent. This unit can forgo its attack in the attack phase to move 1 tile, so they get 1 extra movement. And for example, Siege, if this unit didn't move this turn, it can attack targets up to 2 explored tiles away. Siege can't attack, units can't attack or retaliate targets on the same tile, so obviously they cannot attack on the same tile because these are like siege weapons to throw rocks or something like this. This is a deck of spells and, as I said, upgrades. Now, this one is exactly the same as cards of the units and those 2 skills that I told you at the beginning. So the game is played in turns, and each turn goes with those phases. So one player is going to go with all of those phases, and then after that another player is starting a turn. Now it looks like there's a lot of these phases, but they're very, very short. So first phase is govern. So in what you are going to do in govern phase, you're going to have income and pay upkeep. That's it. So you just need to count those symbols. So I would get 3 gold from the castle, and I would have to pay all upkeep for all of my units. But I don't have any units on the map, and I'm not paying obviously any upkeep, any costs for having a warlord in my region, so I don't have any upkeep. So next thing is explore, draw tiles. So the basic rules says that you're going to draw 2 tiles from the back or from the stack shuffled previously. You're going to draw 2 tiles, and you can choose one, and the second one goes back to the back. So each of these tiles does something different, and then we can just check in this notebook, in these rules, what those tiles do. So for example, we have forest and we have plains. So unfortunately I don't remember what they are doing, but it's very easy to find. So forest, units on this tile have +1 armor against attacks made from units on a different tile. Your kingdom gains access to the lumber. So this is shown on those icons here. I am going to have a lumber, and my units here get +1 armor. And plains, so plains I believe just gives you 1 extra movement point. Units that enter or start their turn on a plain gains +1 movement this turn. Anyone miniature can only benefit from this effect once per turn. So I need to choose one of these tiles and add them to the map adjacent to my castle, and in the future turns those tiles, added tiles, need to be adjacent to explored tiles or again castles. So in this situation I could put one of the new explored tiles over here, but if I would do like this, I could add them here or here. Yeah, so this one is very interesting because it gives me some protection and also gives me wood. But before so I'm gonna choose the forest, for example. But before I can use it all, I need to control it. Right now it's not controlled. So after explore phase, we're going to enhance phase, buy units and upgrades. So as I told you before, this is the cost of buying units. So I think I'm gonna buy 1 scout, for example, so I'm gonna show 1 gold, and I'm buying 1 scout and putting it on my castle, because each of the units at the beginning of the game at least starts the game in a castle. So that's it, you can buy units and put them on your castle. The second thing that this phase allows you, buy upgrades, is this deck of cards. So each of the upgrades that you can buy costs 1 gold plus another gold for another card. So this is my first card, I'm gonna pay 1 gold. For the second card I need to pay 2 gold. For the third card 3 gold, and so on. And what do we have here on those upgrades? So I'm gonna draw a few of them to show you what you can expect from these upgrades. So those upgrades can be attached to your units or your regent. depending on what you have on the top of the card. So for example, this this bow is only for archers, and if your kingdom has an access to the lumber, this unit has +1 range. So this is a great information. I could buy this this upgrade. I could buy this upgrade and give it to my archers, and thanks to this that I am going to have a lumber in a second, each of my archers gets +1 range. So now they can attack not only range 1 but range 2, so two tiles away. So I would pay for this 1 gold. Now another card I would like to buy, then I need to for this card I need to pay 2 gold. So what do we have here? We have boots for unit or regent, so we have something for siege and spellbook for regent. This upgrade contains 3 spell slots, immediately draw 2 spells. So maybe I will buy this one so we can check the spell. So I don't remember if I paid this 2 or not. It doesn't matter, it's just I'm just showing you the game. So in the end, I should pay right now for this upgrade to gold, but I'm not doing this because I'm going to do it. So this spell book starts with 2 spells. Maybe I'm gonna shuffle this deck. So here we have spells. I'm going to draw 2 spells, and let's see what do we have on these cards. So choose 1 allied regent or unit within range 3. Move the regent or unit up to 2 tiles, ignoring modifiers. The regent or unit can be moved outside this spell range. And second one, summon archer. Summon an archer unit under your control on a tile within range. So we range 2. And in here you have information in which phase you can use this spell. So fly can be used in a move phase, and summon archer can be used in a purchase phase, buy phase. So I think this is the enhance right now. Or maybe something. No, I think this is a type I misprint. Right, so this is the enhanced phase. So this is basically buying units and upgrades. Now we have move. So each of your units that you can, if you have on the board, you can move by depending on the limit on the card. So my subject can be moved by 1. I'm going to go here, and now I'm controlling forest. So my archers now have range 2, and maybe I should also buy at least 1 archer. So let's do this. And now I have 1 archer. So when it comes to archers, we have also a minis. Let's say it's a mini. It's scalped, I guess. So we have an archer. I'm gonna put him also in here. So now my kingdom is a little bit more protected. Now let's check the skills of my warlord. So what do we have here? When you buy units, you may place them on the same tile as the regent. So this is a modification of the basic rule of spawning your minis in the city, in the castle. And another one, if any of your units defeat a subject unit, so this weakest one, you can pay 1 coin to place a subject unit on the same tile under your control. Warlord attacks against non-player units have +1 modificator. So let's say he's gonna stay in here. And so this was one of the movement, and now attack. So obviously I cannot attack anything because there's nothing to attack. So this is the end result effects and check victory. I didn't achieve any victory condition, so nothing is gonna happen. And now we can go to another player. So let's say yellow one. This is his starting location. He also should get 3 gold from a city and draw 2 tiles. So here we have them. Alright, and again, I must say it, Those arts are not final. I mean, I don't know which one is final or not, so I'm gonna just say all of them are not final. And again, we can see what kind of extra bonuses you can get. So we have mountains and farm. Again, quick check. So mountain, attack made against unit on this tile requires 1 more range than usual, and your kingdom gets access to the stone. And another one is it's a farm. Decrease your kingdom upkeep by 1 for every farm you control. So very, very useful. I'm going to take, for example, a farm. This one goes back to the back. And right now I could buy upgrades, spend my coins, move my subjects to control, and gain all those benefits from those tiles. And we're going to go around the table until one of the players achieves the victory conditions. Now, how the battle works? So battle is quite simple. When there are two units on one tile, maybe this archer is not the best example. So we have two guys on one tile, and we just need to check what kind of modifiers or stats they have. So, for example, red one is attacking yellow one. So I'm going to draw this d6, and depending on the results, so I have 4, and let's check if those are also asymmetrical or not. It's 4, and I got 5, so I just smashed him, and basically that's it. So you need only have one hit to destroy an enemy. When it comes to the regent, he cannot be, or her, they cannot be destroyed, I mean killed. They are going to be like, let's say, captured or wounded, something like this. But obviously you can also, you always can try to reclaim them and to get control of them. They are going to be healed and not wounded anymore. So it's not called wounded. It's something different. Wait a second. A regent can be. Damn it! I forgot it. Whatever. Let's say he's wounded. Basically, that's similar thing. Yeah. So now let me show you more tiles. So because we have a lot of them, and we have also those neutral units. So here we have mine. Let's check mines. Mine increase your kingdom income by 1 for every mine you control. Also, your kingdom gains access to 2 different metal materials. Very cool. And the second one was library. So here we have library. A regent on this tile can spend 1 coin in the buy phase or 1 move in the move phase to draw 1 spell. The spell is placed on an empty item slot. So those tiles are rather unique. You shouldn't expect. I mean, obviously, not all of them. They repeat. It's not like every single tile is completely unique in a deck, in a bag. But I want to draw more of them. And again, mine and farm and forest. So now, plains. I already told you. This one is. Unique. Here we have tribe, terrain, hostile. To control this tile, a 1d6 or 3 tribes must be first defeated by any player. Controlling this tile provides 1 mine. So when you draw this type of tile, you need to put one of those neutral units, special neutral units. They are controlling this tile that represents that tribe, and you need to destroy them. Depending on it shows 1d6 or d3 because it depends on the power, let's say, of this tribe. If you control it, you get +1 might. If you have enough might, and in this example 5 might, you can win the game by controlling so much manpower, I guess. So we had already farms, mine, library, forest, tribe. This is a little bit different type of tribe because Because in here you can you have to pay for coins, and also this one also provides might. But those are not all the tiles. You have, for example, here, this one, Ancient Tomb. So you can go and explore Ancient Tomb. You need to defeat two like enemies, like neutral enemies, the weaker one, let's say, and the more stronger one. So this one has 3 armor, and it uses d6 without any modifiers. This one is more more powerful, and when you destroy them, you can draw upgrade cards. What else we have here? A lake. Let's check what a lake does. Leaving this tile costs 1 more movement. Any unit or regent can forgo its attack in this in the attack phase to leave this tile. So again, you can have extra movement. Here we have different type of mine with different resources, and those are all. I think castle, terrain, tribe. So there was a tribe, there was an ancient tomb, farm, forest, lake, library, mine, mountain, plains. There should also be a portal, but I can't find it in this deck, so I'm just gonna read it here. A portal is connected to any and all other portals, regardless of any plot hexagons between them. A unit or a regent may spend one move to go from one portal to another with normal modifiers applied. So obviously teleporter to other side of the board, so you don't have to explore all those tiles to get to your enemy. If you get portal, you can just jump to them. And this is basically that's it. So you're going to just one by one, each player performing one of the actions, and performing all of the actions from the turn, and till someone achieves victory. And there's also this one extra thing, these planes. So when you, Ancient Tomb. When you finish, explore whole Ancient Tomb, you are going to cover it with these planes. So it's finished, it's explored. I'm gonna check it. Ancient Tomb, replace the Ancient Tomb tile with plain terrains when either is defeated. Yeah, exactly. So when you defeat those guards, you just cover this place to show that no one can explore this tomb again, because it's obviously ransacked by you. And that's it. So this is it. I think that can be very cool game, and I love it because of those very streamlined rules, but at the same time this deck of cards of those upgrades is very thick. You can modify your units. It's not like everyone is playing exactly the same at the same faction with the same skills, and those can be changed during the game, so it's very, very cool. Maybe quickly let's check on the skills of other regents. So this tyrant, if the regent is on a controlled city in a governed phase, you gain 1 coin and may place 1 subject unit on that castle. So that's why tyrants, he gets more coins, for example. And here we have the schemer. If this regent is on a tribe, you control that tile, ignoring prerequisites. Enemy units within 1 tile cannot control terrain tiles. This region cannot be a target of attacks if there is a friendly non-subject unit on the same tile. And finally we have mage. So mage, in the governed phase, draw 1 spell and place it face down on an item slot of this region. If the region is on a library or castle tile, instead look at the top 3 spells and choose 1 to keep. Place the rest on the bottom of the spell deck in an order. So this mage benefits a lot of this deck of spells, and this is the game. So if you like it, I think you should follow their social media. The game is going to be on crowdfunding platform in the future, but right now it's under construction. It's because we don't have enough of the artworks, we don't have sculpts of all of the miniatures, so it's still this rough concept, but it already works. I mean, all those components are working together very well. So this is it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and see you next one.